Hoax ground, good afternoon. Arrow November 6347 Charlie's at United League to pick up our IFR.
November 47 Charlie, we cleared to the David Wayne Hoax Airport via radar vectors, alibi, Conroe, direct, maintain 2000, departure frequency 119.7, squawk 4534.
Alright, Arrow 6347 Charlie's clear to the David Wayne Hoax Airport via vectors, alibi, Conroe, direct, altitude 2000, departure frequency 119.7, squawking 4534.
November 47 Charlie, readback is correct. Thank you. Verify you have information Tango.
We have Tango at United ready to taxi. We'll check our brakes.
I'll park back and I will use
brakes work. That's a good sign. We're going to need those on the way back.
May need them.
Arrow 6347 Charlie is in the Delta ramp, run of is complete.
November 47 Charlie, runway 17 right at Charlie, taxi via Papa Charlie.
Papa Charlie to 17 right at Charlie for 6347 Charlie. Alright, clear to the left.
November 47 Charlie, when you're ready, contact tower 118.4.
Over to tower, 47 Charlie, seen a bit, appreciate it.
That one I will call your base. You call base, 634.
Alright, so we just switched over to tower. We'll let him know. Tower, good afternoon. Arrow November 6347 Charlie, holding short 17 right at Charlie, ready for departure.
Arrow 6347 Charlie, hook turn right to standby.
Holding short 17 right, 47 Charlie. Once we take off, we'll call departure right away. We'll check in. He's going to give us a radar vector.
Looks airport information uniform is now current. Hooks out 10 minutes 3002.
Good landing. Alright,
that's like 851 going to go. That's like 851, roger.
Everything looks good here. Pressures, temperatures.
Monitor ground. Papa, Echo Papa monitor ground, that's like 851. Number 6347 Charlie, turn right, heading 300, maintain 2000. Range 1 right Charlie, clear for takeoff.
Right turn, heading 300, clear for takeoff, 17 right at Charlie, Arrow 6347 Charlie. Alright. Right turn. 634,
turn left base.
Left base, 634.
Alright, so a right turn. We're going to grab heading 300. It's clear to the right and clear to the left. Mixture's full rich. Prop is full forward.
17 right, ready for departure. Baron 1332 Zulu.
Fuel pump comes on. There we go.
Stand by.
Alright, we're looking for reasons
Alpha, turn left base now.
not to go.
Turning base, 46 Alpha.
Airspeed coming alive. There's 40 knots, 45, 50 knots. Engine oil temperatures, everything looks good. 60 knots, 65, 70. We'll rotate, get our nose off.
1332 Zulu, hook 7, 1 right Charlie, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading. Clear 17 right, fly runway.
Alright, positive rate, gear coming up.
284 south, 17 right, clear for the option to go, continue left traffic, 1 departure prior to arrival, Baron.
Gear is unsafe, it's in transition.
Land. Clear for the option 46 Alpha.
7564, you number 2.
Alright, gears up and locked.
Runway 17 right, number 2 clear.
Flying heading 170 right now.
Clear for the option, that traffic is inside, 624. 956, Lima, fly heading now 090.
Flying out, we got 85 knots here on the climb out. Climbing 750 feet per minute. Another 100 feet, we'll make our right turn. Alright, right turn to heading 300. Traffic looks clear. Trim that nose up. Watching our airspeed in the climb. Nice standard rate turn.
130 Zulu, run to King exit Echo.
Keeping the turn coming all the way around to 300.
Roger, 32 Zulu, exit Echo, don't stop, tight spark via Echo, Juliet, monitor ground.
Left on Echo, Juliet Echo, back to the ramp and monitor ground, 1332 Zulu.
1,000 feet, landing light comes off, fuel pump comes off. There's 300, keeping the climb coming.
54 Mike Charlie, turn right 10 degrees for traffic. Right 10 degrees, November 54 Mike Charlie. 47 Charlie, keep it in tight, foaming at 300, heading for traffic.
We're on 300 right now, 47 Charlie. Alright, we'll turn that nose back down.
Mike Charlie, traffic at Butcher, 1 o'clock now, 1.5 to 2 miles heading northwestbound, Warrior at 1,400 indicated.
Alright, 1,400. We're going to go all the way up to 2,000.
347 Charlie, traffic 11 o'clock, 1 mile, heading southeastbound, Warrior at 1,300.
47 Charlie's looking.
We got the traffic site, November 54 Mike Charlie.
5 Mike Charlie, roger, pass behind that traffic.
Pass behind that traffic, November 54 Mike Charlie.
47 Charlie, traffic has you in sight, no factor. We'll maintain the visual, contact Houston, departure 190.7.
Over to Houston and 47 Charlie, appreciate it.
5 Mike Charlie, you can turn.
Alright. Houston departure, Arrow 6347 Charlie, out of Hooks 1,008 for 2,000.
Arrow 6347 Charlie, Houston departure, radar contact. I'm going to maintain 3,000.
3,000, 47 Charlie. Alright, so there's 2,000. We're going to go all the way up to 3,000 now. Alright, we can throttle back. 25 inches of pressure. 24 inches of pressure. We'll bring our prop back to 25. You can hear in the engine how that's easier on the engine, when we brought the prop back and the engine down. Yep. But we're keeping our same airspeed. We're still climbing. We're at 85, 90 knots.
Arrow 47 Charlie, advising you information Zulu for Conroe in your approach request.
Alright, we'll advise Zulu and request the ILS 47 Charlie.
47 Charlie, roger, turn right heading 360, how will the approach terminate?
We'll go mist and then back to David Wayne Hooks for Arrow 6347 Charlie.
Roger.
Alright, right turn to 360.
Approach 46 Romeo has that traffic in sight.
Arrow 46, Archer 46 Romeo, roger.
Alright, we got another 200 feet to go. And I'm looking at this turn coordinator as I make my turn to the new heading of 360, keeping it nice and coordinated, but also we want to do standard rate turns. It's just a good practice. So we're still climbing 80 knots, another 100 feet to go. Let's listen to information Zulu.
Conroe Northeastern, where's your report information? Zulu 2053 Zulu. Wind variable at 4, visibility 10, ceiling 4,600 broken. Temperature 24, dew point 14, altimeter 3002. ILS runway 14 approaching use, land departing runway 14. Ground combined with the frequency 124, 112. Advise on the initial contact elevator information.
501 Delta Fox, right Houston approach, roger, maintain VFR, cleared under class Bravo airspace, Houston altimeter 3002.
Approach Arrow 6347 Charlie has Zulu.
Arrow 47 Charlie, roger. After your approach, fly heading at 250, climb and maintain 2,000, and this will be your departure frequency.
Fly heading 250, 2,000 feet, and back with you on the departure, 47 Charlie. That was horrible. Once he clears his direct alibi, we will load up the approach. But this is it. So we could be in the clouds right now. Instrument flying is very different. Make sure everything's all set up. Lean out our fuel flow a little bit. We're only doing 6 gallons an hour, but we're not that high off the ground.
November 30 Delta, contact approach 134.3.
Say again, 30 Delta.
Or 2330 Delta, contact approach 134.3.
134.3, Tomahawk 30 Delta, thanks for the help.
Archer 46 Romeo, contact approach 134.3.
5.
Archer 2846 Romeo, contact.
We'll tune that. We'll tune this. Let me get 108.7.
4240 traffic, 1 o'clock in 2 miles southbound. Altitude indicates 3,600.
Looking for the traffic, cap 4240.
108.7. We'll tune him. We can identify these as well. Alright, and then we'll get the Conroe Tower set up as well, 124, 125, 124, 125. Alright, so we're on with them. We'll switch to tower. And then we got our radios tuned in. This is it. This is what we would be in cruise now all the way to Florida or wherever. We're all trimmed out, the plane's set, it's just kind of doing its thing. He's going to turn us here in a moment. So we already got everything set up. Our needles that we're going to fly are ready to go right here. And we'll get the glide slope as well, so we'll fly that all the way down in. Our altitudes are at Alibi. We'll be at 2,100. We'll cross Alibi at or above 2,100. We'll grab the glide slope and we'll follow that all the way down to the ground. Our minimums, so the lowest that we can go without seeing the runway is 436 feet, basically 200 feet off the ground, which is pretty low. When we get there, I'll call it out, and I want you to imagine you're in the clouds, you don't see anything, and when I say minimums, that's where you bust out of the clouds and then land. Yeah, right. I mean, we train for it, but it's not a position I ever want to put myself into.
400 feet isn't very high.
No, 200 feet over the ground, 400 feet over ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty over Lake Conroe today.
Yep. A lot of boats out.
So that's all there is to it. We have our plates here, and these plates give us our instructions, and it tells us our altitudes, where do we intercept, how do what are we going to do. I filed for a fix called Alibi, which is it's part of the ILS landing procedure. They call them approach plates. When you're in cruise, you're always scanning. It starts over there with your suction, which is way over out of the way. But if you ever lost that, then these two instruments are going to start to give you bad readings and then become incorrect. Everything else is just monitoring oil pressure, temperature. You've got some experience with me with this little alternator switch here. Looking at that, we were over top of the water coming back from Lake Livingston, and that went to 0. And it was getting dark, it was late. We were either going to have a bad...
047 Charlie, turn right heading 040.
04047 Charlie. All right, right turn 040. Holding 3,000 feet, standard rate turn. There's 20, there comes 3.
Approach Archer 931 Golf with you 5,000.
Archer 931 Golf, Houston approach, roger, the Houston altimeter 3002.
Alright, so there's 4040. We'll check and make sure our compass shows that as well. It's going to have a bit of a lag.
So jet 349, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, exit jet 349.
I turn that up a bit more. Alright, why don't we bring our fuel pump on. We're going to switch to our left tank. I'm looking at my fuel pressure right here. I'm going to write down at 1518. We went to our left. And then I'm going to bring my fuel pump off, and I'm looking at this fuel pressure gauge right here. We got fuel flow and fuel pressure, all while flying a 040 and maintaining 3,000 feet. No autopilot in this plane, so whatever you wanted to do, you got to do it. My next plane will have an autopilot. I wanted to learn. I didn't want to rely on a autopilot, personal choice. I wanted to always fly it. But now that we're doing longer trips, I'll take the autopilot.
They must have pulled the carb off and just put a throttle body.
Hey, 931 Golf.
If you're running
Charlie, you're 4 miles from Alibi. Turn right heading 110. Maintain 2,100 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 14 approach.
All right, right turn 210, maintain 2,100 till intercept 47 Charlie, cleared ILS 14 approach.
Arrow 47 Charlie, contact Conroe Tower 124.12, good day.
Over to Tower, talk to you in a minute, 47 Charlie. Conroe Tower, Arrow number 6347 Charlie on the ILS 14. Bring our fuel pump on, landing light comes on, make sure it goes to full rich. We're going down to 2,100. Until we cross Alibi. Conroe Tower, Arrow November 6347 Charlie on the ILS 14.
Arrow 6347 Charlie, Conroe Tower, runway 14, clear for low approach or touch and go. Advise on your miss. Number 2, following traffic, making short approach, turning and sighting.
Number 2, looking for traffic, and we'll do touch and go. 47 Charlie will advise on this.
Tiger 92, short approach, runway 14, clear for the option.
Alright, so we are below our gear speed. We'll drop our gear.
Tiger 92, make short approach.
Make short approach, Tiger 92.
We'll start slowing down, especially with somebody there.
Tiger 28507 inbound for a full stop with information Zulu, about 7 miles north of the field.
Doing 1 notch of flaps. Below our flap speed.
507 Conroe Tower, squawk 5325.
Now I'm going to get this needle, and this is my localizer. This is the course to it, and then this is my glide slope.
Eastbound heading 090.
So right there, I'm going to add a little bit of power.
Left down from runway 14, go
Now I'm
east.
going to keep that needle right there with this descent profile.
28507.
We got the plane trimmed out, and I'm holding this right here. So this, see how this is kind of a cross?
Yep.
So I'm holding that needle right there. I don't see the plane that's number 1. Fuel pump is on, everything's lit up, mixture's full rich, prop is full forward. Add a little bit of power. We want to maintain that 90 knots here, and I want to maintain this line on my glide slope. So we pitch for airspeed, we power for altitude. Oh, I got the traffic in sight. See him turning right now?
Yep.
He's turning final. So let's try to slow down a little bit more. Let's throw in another notch of flaps. We'll bring out some of the power.
He's doing the touch and go?
He is, yeah. Alright, so we will keep this. So we got 90 knots hit right here.
Conroe Tower, good afternoon. It's at Jet 349. We're on the visual runway 14.
Jet 349, Conroe Tower, runway 14, clear to land. Traffic at your 10 o'clock in a mile is going east to enter on the 45. Will be a factor of 2,300. Where do you park today?
We had them in sight, sir, and we are parking the Galaxy clearly on 14.
Sand Galaxy,
All right,
road plan to exit either at Lima, Foxtrot, or roll to the end if you miss.
Okay. Flying Tiger, Conroe ground, Tiger 15, flying Tigers with information Zulu VFR.
There's 500 feet. Remember, we're looking for 436.
Conroe Tower, taxi runway 14 via Foxtrot, Delta, and Alpha.
Foxtrot Delta Alpha 14 Tiger.
Minimum is right there. So this is where we would break out of the clouds. Can you imagine?
Yep. I got 5 Tango X-ray, northbound I-45.
All right, gear down, gas is on the closed tank. Undercarriage, gears down, mixture is full, prop is full forward for the mist. We'll just carry this all the way down, slowly bring our power. We're still on our needles, so you can fly these all the way down to the ground.
507, go ahead and make a right turn heading 180 for the final for 14. You're going to turn right behind a citation inside Alibi.
All right, and we'll flare a little bit there.
507.
507, make that right turn, look for a citation, report them inside.
There, clean up our flaps.
507.
And on the go.
Tiger 92 out to 105 for your crosswind.
Say that again?
Tiger 92 out to 105 for your crosswind, left closed.
Out to 105 for the crossline, Tiger 92.
507, 12 o'clock and a mile citation southeastbound arriving 14.
Traffic inside 250.
All right, positive rate, gear coming up.
Follow the citation, crossway turbulence, run 14, clear to land, right turn at 19 or Bravo.
Just take that runway heading.
2507.
Tiger 92, when joined downwind, you'll be number 3, following a Grumman. It'll be right behind the citation on the 3-mile final.
All right, the gear's up and locked.
I'll keep my eyes up for the Grumman.
Looking at our engine instruments. In a moment, we're going to fly 250, and we're going to go 250, and we're going to go up to 2,000 feet. Climbing out at 100 knots. Nice when the weather's cooperating. All right.
74 Charlie, westbound, contact Houston approach 119.7. Have a good day.
47 Charlie, over to approach. Appreciate your help, 47 Charlie. All right, then we'll go back to approach. Approach, Arrow 6347 Charlie, 1,000 for 2,000 of the Conroe.
Arrow 6347 Charlie, Houston departure, radar contact, by heading 250.
250, 47 Charlie. All right, so we'll keep our climb up to 2,000 feet. We'll fly up 250 on the heading. There's 220, there's 230. Standard rate turn, keeping it coming. There's 24. There's 250. We'll roll those wings level right there. 1,300. Bring our fuel pump off. Landing light comes off. We'll throttle down lightly. Down to 25 inches of pressure right here. 24 inches will do. We'll bring our prop back 24 as well.
Number 47 Charlie, I'm not sure if it's changed since you left, but information in the uniform is turned for hooks, and we're looking for the localizer 17 right or the RNAV approach?
Roger that, we have information at hooks, and we'll take the RNAV, be fine.
Number 47 Charlie, Roger, when you get it loaded up, proceed direct oiler for the RNAV runway 17 right approach.
Direct oiler for the RNAV 17 right approach, 47 Charlie. Alright, procedure, select approach, enter. So I'm programming this, but I'm still doing my scan, because I got to stop at 2,000 feet, I got to fly this 250. So we're going to do the RNAV 17 right, enter.
Arrow 47 Charlie, cross oiler at 2,000, cleared RNAV runway 35, correction 17 right approach.
And approach, sorry about that. Arrow 6347 Charlie, we're set up now, we're clear, direct oiler, clear for the RNAV 17 right.
Affirmative, cross oiler at 2,000.
Cross oiler 2000, 47 Charlie, appreciate your help.
That only used for landing?
Yeah, so this is, so now see how it says GPS now? A second ago it was on VLOC, so now I'm using it for the GPS, so now it's going to be on green.
Yeah. Rather than use it for landing, you're using it for your heading.
Yep. Alright, so we're 2 miles from oiler. We'll start to slow down here.
Maintain 2,100.
So we'll see how it says 1 mile.
Clear for the ILS 14.
And then it's going to turn us to 170. It's going to come up here right now, turn to 170.
Number 47 Charlie, contact Hooks Tower 118.4.
18.4, thanks for your help, 47 Charlie.
Echo Papa Charlie, and we'll monitor ground 46 off.
Alright, so now here's our needle that we're going to fly. Hooks Tower, Arrow 6347 Charlie on the RNAV 17 right.
Arrow 6347 Charlie, Hooks Tower, verify formation uniform, runway 17 right, clear to land.
We have uniform, clear to land, 17 right, 47 Charlie. Alright, so now, same thing. So HIPAA, we're going to cross HIPAA at or above 1,800. And we are right here 5 miles from HIPAA. So we'll hold that. We'll start our descent down to 1,800. We just crossed oiler at 2,000, so it's a very slow descent down to, from oiler to HIPAA.
Number 1, Delta Foxtrot, safe parking.
We're going to Tomball.
I'm going to hold this needle right here.
Echo, taxi to Tomball jet.
Usually I'll bring my landing light on. When they say clear to land, I'll bring my landing light on. But we're pretty far out, so I don't want to, I don't need to light it up just yet. So I'm just flying this needle, and then this horizontal needle is going to come in once we get to this HIPAA. This is my altitude or my glide slope indicator. It's going to come in. So I've got 3 miles to get down to 1,800, and I want to fly this needle dead centered here. If ever I lost this instrument, I could use this needle here. And then I'm just looking at my desired track of 170, and then my track is on the bottom row, and I'm tracking 172. So we're pretty much on it. 2 degrees, 3 degrees. We'll just use our feet and our rudders to get that. So our gas, we'll leave that on the left tank. Our undercarriage, our gear, we'll put that down in a minute. Mixture, we'll bring that to full forward. Prop will go to full forward. And we'll start doing all of that once we get across HIPAA. And we could do this at 90 knots instead of 110 here. So we'll throttle back a little bit. Alright, there's 1,800, so we'll hold that right there for another 0.7. We'll bring our prop full forward.
Hooks Tower 2846 Alpha, holding short.
Add a little power to hold that.
Tower 2846 Alpha, Hooks Tower, make left close traffic, runway 17 right to Charlie, clear for takeoff.
So we pitch for airspeed, and we power for altitude.
Takeoff, we'll make left close traffic, 46 Alpha.
Alright, so we're still on 170, 170. We're on our needles here. That looks pretty good. We are crossing HIP right now. We can start our descent.
Number 2832 Delta, number 2 following Cherokee on a 4.5 mile final. Report traffic in sight.
And now I got my needle here. So see, now I've got my
Negative contact will be looking
glide slope. So I'm going to follow this needle all the way down. We'll get our descent profile set up. Keeping this needle right here. I'm not even looking outside. I'm just looking at these. I keep doing my scan of my instruments, checking my desired track and my track, flying this needle. I know that I'm above my glide slope right now, and that's going to change once I drop my gear. So again, we want 90 knots, so I'll take some of that power out, and then we're going to start our descent here.
Number 283 Delta, you okay with the short approach?
We'll start up our gear. Gear going down. So gear is unsafe, and I'm looking for 3 greens right here. Bam, 3 greens.
Yeah, we can make a short approach.
Then feel that drag.
Make a short approach, 0.35, crescent 17 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, short approach, 17 right, 2822 Delta.
And when that drags in there, we'll trim.
Number 2, Warrior traffic on the half-mile right base, making a short approach.
Number 2, still clear to land, 47 Charlie, looking for traffic. Alright. So he's...
Alright, the Jet 428's with you.
I'm still looking at these needles, so that one slid this way a bit.
20 Hooks Tower, stand by, land traffic.
Come this way over. Okay, bye. And right about there, we'll just trim that up. Oh, and we don't want to go through that glide slope, so I'll add a touch of power. And then just like that, we're on our glide slope, everything's set up. 85 knots here, which is good for out here. And we'll add a little bit more power just to keep that glide slope right where it needs to be. All of the drag now, so 2 notches of flaps and our gear down, it's putting in a lot of drag. Just make sure we stay nice and coordinated. And then there's our needle, so we'll just fly this all the way to the ground. And we'll take some of the throttle, take some of that power out.
Number 46 Alpha, extend your down, I'll call you base.
Alright, gas. We'll have full tanks. Undercarriage, we got 3 greens. Make sure it's full forward, prop is full forward.
Number 2846 Alpha, extend your down, I'll call you base.
You'll call my base, 46 Alpha.
Number 33 Delta, Alpha Delta, taxi to parking, minus ground.
Okay, Alpha Delta will taxi to parking and we'll monitor 0.8, 2822 Delta.
Alright, then bam, we broke out of the clouds, and now we just fly it visually here.
Number 68 Echo, once establishing the down, extend your down, I'll call you base.
Once established, you call it 68 Echo.
Hold that off right there. Nice little touchdown. Clean up our flaps. And we'll easy on the brakes, we'll pull back on the yoke. Aerodynamic braking here.
Number 47 Charlie, say parking.
Parking at United, 47 Charlie.
Number 47 Charlie, hold short of taxiway Echo, Foxtrot, contact ground.
Hold short of Fox, contact ground.
One coming on this side.
Just 428 on departure.